Music on my mind. What's up, everybody? You're on 514 Online Mix, and today we have a very special guest. Satya is in the building. How are you, Satya? It's so nice to talk to you again. I'm so lucky.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And how have these COVID times been treating you? I know we're all confined in our homes, and I want to know, as an artist, how is that affecting you?
Well, it's been hard because we couldn't see our family, and for Christmas, like for Christmas this year, it was a very quiet Christmas. We get all together and we celebrate. We're a big family, so it was just me and my fiance this year, just celebrating together, and that was hard. But for the most part, being at home, working from home, taking the meetings from home has been good. Time to clean, um, like read, watch movies, all the good stuff. Keeping busy,
Keeping
trying,
busy, huh?
walking outside.
So,
Yeah.
what is your go to music during these times right now? And also, can you also tell us what you grew up listening to?
My goal for music is to put out something new,
Mm-hmm.
more than one single, probably. Like I'm looking to PR an album for 2021, so it's really exciting. And my influences when I was growing up was probably Motown music,
Woo!
Alicia
Motown.
Keys, Lauryn Hill, yeah, Destiny's Child, Diana Ross and the Supremes, The Temptations. So all the groovy, soulful music, the music you want to dance on,
Mm-hmm.
and the music that really shares a lot of love.
Oh, yes.
R&B music.
Yes.
So soulful music.
That soulful music, that good feeling kind of music. Oh my God, how important is that? So,
It
your
is so
song,
important because
yes, go on, please.
I just wanted to say it's so important to listen to music. Well, for me, in these times, where trying to, you're more anxious or you're feeling lonely, music always gives us back like hope and faith. So
That's
it's
it.
good to listen to music.
I agree. And because of music, I get to be here speaking to you. So music connects us all together, right?
Yeah,
And that is
yeah, that's
important
true.
as well. And because of music, I have a task, I have a mission to complete. And it also gives you a sense of that purpose that we get from our jobs, we get from our everyday lives. So I'm so grateful for music because music definitely keeps me sane.
Yeah,
Yes,
totally.
yes. So your song, Maybe We Should, you did a remix with DJ Domino, right? And I think there's a
Yeah.
few other artists on there as well.
Well, maybe we should remix the Domino produced a remix,
Mm-hmm.
and it charted in the United States on the media-based charts at number 30. And
That's incredible.
so yeah, Domino did. Yeah, it was crazy. The
Yes.
first song started to chart. Like at first, it was like high in the charts, and then it like weeks after weeks, it came to the number 30. And this was done by Domino and this outstanding remix. He's a DJ, but he's also an outstanding producer. He's a very special guy.
Yes, huh? Wow. And you also
Yeah.
did a French version of one of your songs. Can you tell us about that?
Well, it's both. When I do a song in English, I do
Really?
the French version also. Yeah,
Okay.
so maybe we should. You have a French version that's called Maybe We Should, but the verses are in French, and then you have In Trouble that the song is out now in Quebec in French, but in January there's a big surprise coming
Oh,
out.
oh
So
my goodness.
yeah, 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 yeah.
What?
We've been preparing this for a long time, and then everything happened. So we were like, oh my god, let's just wait and keep on polishing everything. So we have a big surprise for 2021. I'm really excited that the year's like ends, so we
Yes.
can move to the next one. You know.
Yes, yes, I'm so excited too. Wow, that's a highlight. That's a highlight coming, especially for me. I can't wait to hear something new coming out from you. I'm so excited, especially when it's a surprise, you
Oh,
know?
I'm excited.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big surprise.
Wow, congratulations on not stopping, on not letting these times slow you down.
It was hard. It
Yeah,
was really hard for me as an artist, and probably for other artists too that are upcoming, that are starting. You know, because we when COVID happened, a lot of the music was less listened to, and more like people would watch movies, and so the streaming of movies, the Netflix, everything was going higher, and
yes,
then the music was like slowly, because you won't listen to music for like 6 7 hours, but you can watch
exactly.
whole series on Netflix, you know, for
That's
six
true.
hours. So, but then it came back, and we started to see the end, the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's good, and keeping and like staying positive too also helps when you want to be down. You stay
Exactly.
positive and you tell
Yeah.
yourself it's temporary. It's been long, but it's temporary.
Yeah, I agree with you. It has been very very long, but I've noticed through music, Montreal is definitely holding it down. Montreal is still producing out those tracks. We're still continuously like staying positive, and I don't know how we do it, but we're not going to stop either.
No, we're not going to stop. And this spring was also a time to help out in the community. So I started a little project where I did some meals for the
Mhm.
community, and they could come and get and grab some meals, because a lot of people lost their jobs, lost a lot of stuff, you know. So we made sure they had food, people had food, and the families, they had food to eat. So it was not like a big thing, but overall, um, myself and my two aunts, we managed to make 3,300 meals in
Wow.
3 months.
In 3 months.
Yeah, for families. Yeah, 3 times a week for families, people that are alone, older people that were stuck at home alone, that used to have some services, but before, because of COVID, they didn't have this access. People couldn't come to their house, so we would deliver to their house, and it was a really good time with my family, at distance from each
Mhm.
other, but we were cooking together, and we were just having a lot of fun. And that's something I wanna keep doing in the future. You know, I love that.
Shout out to you for spreading the love. You know,
It's so important.
it is important, especially as a artist, especially as an
Yeah.
artist who people like. I don't want to put so much pressure on you, but people do look up to you. You know, as being an
Oh my
artist,
God.
right? So when you do these acts, um, it causes a ripple effect. It really does, and then more people do these acts, right?
Yeah,
So as an artist, it's so
definitely.
important to, sometimes do some stuff from the heart, do something from the heart, so other people can learn this, how to do the same thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing for me. It's just like when everything happened, like I always want people to feel seen. I always want people
Yes.
to feel love, and be like, I see you. Like, you're right here. I see you. You see
Mhm.
me. And when all this happened last March, I started having a lot of anxiety, just because I was wondering, like, but what will happen for people that have help, that need help, you know, that already had help, and they can't, they closed down everything, you know.
Mhm.
So with my family being, some of my family is in the restaurant business, and the restaurants were closed, we decided, okay, so let's not waste the food because the restaurant is closed. Let's make food like spaghetti sauce, spaghetti, bread, soups, and everything. So we passed everything we could through the meals, you know. And then my aunt started making the cakes and muffins, so we could add up. And people were like, "Thank you so much!" Like cherry on the sundae. Like it's just cool. So I was so happy to just know that I can do my part. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
can control what I do and what I want to put out there. You know, and it's not like I want to set an example. It's just who I am and what I want to do because I just love doing it and I love people. You know, I just love people in general.
Yeah.
I don't know you, I love you.
It shows. It definitely shows on you. You're easy to talk to. You're such a vibrant person as well. I have to ask you about your interview with Mitsumi Takahashi on CTV.
Oh, that was actually Mitsumi Takahashi was the first person that ever interviewed me. I was so nervous. Like she gave me a shot, you know, like she saw
Yes.
my single and I was speaking to her and she's like, how about an interview? And I was just like, how about, I don't know what to say right now,
Yeah.
but okay, I'll do it. And she really trained me. She told me, she's like, listen, I've been a long time in the business and I want to tell you, like, you always have to be ready. You always have to
Mm-hmm.
be on point.
Prepared. Yes.
Sometimes you won't know if like you're being recorded, it's live, something happens. You always have to be good, composed, and ready. And I was like,
That's it.
okay. And I was just going to the interview like shaking. And for me, like this was my first interview. I thought my hands were going like this because I was feeling my hands shaking, but apparently you couldn't tell. But
No.
to me, I was
No.
just like so nervous. I was so nervous, but she's amazing. She's one of greatest like television woman in Montreal. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
just she's such an example. You know.
She really is. And she's taught me a lot as well. I'm very lucky because I was very fortunate to have the chance to go out to dinner with her. And she was able to teach me just about
Wow.
life in general. So I can understand what you mean when you say she is amazing. And she's definitely a great representative of this community.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. And she's always like in control and super like
Yes.
poised and like you know, how are you? Blah, you know, so like it's so easy to talk to her. So
Mm-hmm.
it was really fun.
I hope to obtain that inner peace that it looks like she has during those times when she's doing her news or interviews. I hope to one day to attain that kind of inner peace.
I think you will. I
Yeah.
think you will. You're pretty good right now. So
Woo! Thank
let's see
you.
in a few years where you are.
Well, you're definitely easy to talk to. This is one of our highlights of the year. You're very easy to talk to. It's very exciting to talk to you. I look forward to talking to you, you know? So you just make it a
I
lot
hope to meet
easier.
you live.
I hope so too. Actually, I can't wait. I'm gonna say,
Yeah, I can't wait.
yeah, I'm gonna say I can't wait because I know it's gonna happen because this is temporary, exactly like you said. Nothing lasts forever, not even
And
tragedy.
when it's over, yeah. And when it's over, I give you a big hug. I promise.
Yes,
Okay?
yes. Because last time I got to hug you from the camera, but I couldn't hug you in person. Oh man, thank you so much. Yes, and back to your interview. So you had an interview with Mitsumi Takahashi, and then you had an interview with also Global News. I'm sure you had other interviews as well. But for CTV and Global News to hit you up, how did that make you feel?
I still to this day, I am so grateful, and I don't take I don't take anything for granted. Like it's not like, oh, you make it when you're there. I always
Mm-hmm.
have goals in my life where this was such a great opportunity. The single had been the remix of Maybe We Should was doing really well, and then like Global was interested to meet me. Global Kingston, then E Talk,
Yes.
Toronto, CP24. I did like a little press tour with one of my good friends, and she was also helping me out with everything going on. So it was really fun, and I came back super happy. I'm always nervous. I'm never like, oh, I got this, and I go there. I'm always nervous. I don't sleep the night before
Wow.
because I'm always thinking about like, okay, if I have to speak like this, blah blah blah. I ask myself questions a lot, that's me. I can say maybe I have a little bit of OCD, and
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. I'm proud of it because
Mm-hmm.
it helps me. It helps me through life. So
It makes you
for
who
me, it's
you
like a
are.
blessing.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was just great. I can't wait to go back on press tours and doing shows and seeing people. It's been a long year,
Mm-hmm.
and I
It
think
has
that we're all ready to just punch into 2021 and just make the best of it.
Yes. Oh, that was beautifully said. So your name Satya, was that given to you uh from birth, or was that your artist chosen name?
This is actually my real name. My real
Okay.
name is Satya, and my parents adopted me from Morocco when I was 6 days old, and they named me Satya, which is a name that they love because in Indian it means truth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the name they gave me when they adopted me, and they also adopted my two brothers and my sister from Morocco too over the years. So we're like a beautiful blended family,
Beautiful.
two Canadian parents with four Moroccan kids, and it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We're lucky to be every day for having a chance to being here.
Yes. Yes. And if they never done such a kind act, you wouldn't be the Canadian artist that you are today. Can you
No,
believe that? Wow.
exactly. So it's I believe that the universe gives you what you have, who you are, and then you choose to make what you want out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have a chance, if you get a chance to have a better life, well, that's even better.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
for me, I want to make the best of it, and I want to make other people profit from that life too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to give back what was like given to me. I want to give chances to other people, other artists, kids. I want to share the love, and I want to share everything I can with people, communities, everybody.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And you posted 10 years being sober. You posted that a few
Yes.
weeks ago. Can you tell us about that?
Actually, I decided when I was 20 to get sober and to have a different life. I've been through a lot of battles in my life. Being adopted, even though you have all the love from your family and they never treat you differently, um, got me to ask myself a lot of questions: who I am, what am I, what I want to do, where am I going with my life, and then like some events happened where it was hard to cope with the pain, and from a very young age I remember feeling different. Like I was probably like 6 or 7, I started school, and back then it was not really popular to be colored girl or a
Mm-hmm.
boy in a school. So I was the only one, and I had like curly hair. My parents didn't know really what to do with my hair because it was so curly, and they didn't know what to do. So I always had like a big afro, so
Yeah.
so it was hard because like they didn't know. Like I do some like
Mm-hmm.
keratin treatments to
Mm-hmm.
make it like more smooth and stuff like that. But at first my mom was like, oh my god, she didn't know how to braid, she didn't know how to. So it was
And
it
it
was
is
harder
tough.
for
Yeah.
her. Yeah, it's tough. And so yeah, I was a bit bullied for everything, for being adopted. Like they didn't mean to hurt me or whatever because we're kids, but it
Mm-hmm.
hurts. It really does. I remember being heartbroken very young,
Oh,
and I was asking myself questions, and certainly something I want to teach my future kids: to never judge,
no.
never put a judgment on somebody. And if I hear them or see them do something, they will know that it's not okay. Because I believe that one in this world at some point we're gonna be less judgmental and more like open arms,
Yes,
who you are, bring
accepting.
it in,
Yes.
accepting. Exactly.
Yes.
So that's something I value a lot. And you can be whatever you want in your life. You can make any decisions you want. Just that's you, and no judgment,
That's
for
it.
what you look like, for how you speak. It doesn't matter. No judgment is my way of life.
I love it. And if imagine if every color was the same, we wouldn't be able to enjoy something like a rainbow. It wouldn't exist.
Yeah,
So that's why it's important to talk about these things so we learn how to accept, because some people just need a little help. Some people just need a little
yeah,
bit extra uh lessons about love, because some people are unable to love and they don't know how.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's exactly how I feel, because I feel like when somebody is like judgmental or like treating you badly, like usually most of the time they need love,
Yes.
because
Yes.
if they loved you, if they love themselves, and they love like like not everything, but I mean if they were good, like in their heart,
Yes,
there
and had
wouldn't be
love for
any judgment.
themselves.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Cuz
sometimes it's hard to kill with kindness, like
exactly.
they say, like, but it's the best thing to do, because you're just like, you know what, like this is not on me, it's on you, but I still love you,
Mhm.
and it's okay, I try to take people where they at. They take me where they at when I'm like not well, because it happens in life. You can't be well all the time or perfect. It's life is a journey, not a destination. Nobody's perfect, and we should be more accepting and more real with each other. Where it's okay not to feel good. It's okay if you've been through stuff. It's okay if you've been through traumas and you want to share it on Facebook, because it makes you feel good just to share, just whatever, no judgment. Like you're not. That's what I want to bring into this world, is that I've been I've been bad in my life, where I was in a bad place and I wasn't good with myself. I wasn't good with others. I hurt people too in the process, because I wasn't happy. So I was making people around me miserable, and I apologize for that today, and back then, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I want to put out there that, like, you don't have to be labeled to what you've been through. Like anything that happened in your life, it doesn't stay, and you don't have to be labeled to that, or
Mhm.
to be treated differently. Like we can always conquer everything,
That's it.
if we really try and put in the footwork. So that's something that's important to me, where I like to share my story, because I know that for some people it's really hard to share deep stuff, like family stuff, traumas, pain, suicidal thoughts, anything that's like really harsh and hard, because like
Mhm.
you don't want to be judged. Number one, you never want to be judged. That's why I want to be like, here it's an open space. I accept you, you accept me. It's fine. Everything is okay, and you're okay. You know. So it's hard, because sometimes I see a lot of pain lately in people, and in
Yes. Same
anxiety,
here.
fear, and I have like something in my heart that's like, I know, like I can look in your eyes and I know that you're going through something, and that's why I always try to have eye contact with people, so I can be like, hey, I see you. I'm looking at you. I'm not going like grocery shopping like this, closed off. Like I
Yeah.
love people, and I want them to feel love. If it's just for 1 second, saying hi to somebody, opening up the door, anything, just make somebody else feel special. And there's many ways of doing it. So
I love it.
I try to practice this. Yeah. And sometimes I'm in a bad mood too. Like I'm
Yeah.
not perfect. I'm not a
Yeah.
saint. But then I try harder. I'm like, I'm driving. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be late or
Yeah.
whatever. And then something happens that reminds me why I'm grateful. You know,
And you know
like,
what?
oh, that's the time.
sometimes, we get lucky and someone else pays it forward by giving us that smile, you know? And then,
Yeah.
like, you know how it makes you feel. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel loved. It makes you feel, that someone else sees you, and you just know how that feels. So that's exactly a reason to, do the same for others.
Yeah, and it's exactly that because like I did a lot of therapy to help me go through um all this stuff I went through, and also that's the thing, like doing therapy is a good thing. It's
It
not a bad
is.
thing. You're
It
not
is.
crazy if you do therapy. And my therapist always used to tell me awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Be aware of the things that are around you, the people, places. So when you're aware and your heart is open, it's harder because when you have an open heart and you go through life, you feel everything.
Yes, you do.
But it's much better. It's much better, because you can feel.
I love that you
So
say
that's
that.
good.
Yeah. Because it does take a strong person to admit that. Because some people do complain, oh, I feel everybody's emotion, and now I'm in a bad mood. But if you're strong enough to, keep your emotions in check, then you can do wonder. You can do anything. You can do anything because your mind like constantly learning how to, you know, remain strong.
Yeah, and it's true because like we're sensitive people. I call myself a sensitive person, like not like that I'm weak or anything, but I'm sensitive to others.
Mm-hmm.
And by being sensitive, a lot of times we are sponges. So
Yes.
we're like a sponge, and we absorb everybody's like problems, negativity, sadness, pain, whatever. So I found a trick because I do a lot of like meditation and I go to like classes. I used to go to classes. You take that emotion that you feel inside that
Okay.
was brought to you like from somebody else, and you take it off. Like it's not, you can't see it. It's just like a way of telling your mind, okay, this doesn't belong to me. This doesn't belong to me either. And you shake it off. Like you
Ooh, shake it
really
off.
shake it
Yeah.
off. Sometimes,
I'm gonna do it.
yeah, you shake it off like a bad vibe. Shake like, oh, that's me. Sorry. You
Yeah.
don't do that in front of people, but
Yeah.
you like when you're alone, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, I had enough.
That's it. And get
And
rid
then
of
you
the
you stay
energy.
clean. You
Yeah.
you keep your, yeah, because to be a positive light for people, we have to be clean. We
Mm-hmm.
can't be like dimmed because we have to be like a source of light. So I always do that sometimes, and I got cut one time in a meeting because somebody else, yeah, if somebody else had like a weird vibe, and
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't like really size that person, and just by accident I went like,
Yeah.
and everybody started laughing. Everyone started laughing, and I was like, "Oh no, I did," because I always do that, but I never get caught. Sorry guys, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
it's
my
just
god.
funny.
Oh,
Things,
you made
little
me
tricks
laugh.
like that.
Yes, yes. Oh, you made me laugh. Satya, you're definitely gonna make Canada so proud, and you're gonna help so many men and women through their rough times. With just this little information, I know that we can make a difference. If we can just change one person's life, then I know that we're on the right path as well.
Definitely, definitely, and it's by being together and talking to each other, sharing things with
Sharing,
each other,
yes,
that we get out of these difficult places.
that's
And it's
it.
okay to be in a difficult place. It doesn't matter as long as we get out of it.
I agree.
So
Thank you once again for being here and shining that bright light you have on us, Satya. Thank you once again. And you're on 514 Online Mix. And that was Satya, the amazing artist, Canadian artist, who was definitely spreading some light on our show. So thank you so much.
thank you so much. You're amazing. I told you that already, but you
Oh,
truly are.
I really
Mm.
appreciate this. You're definitely the highlight of my year. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, you too.
Thanks.